Virtus.pro win, said that he doesn't like this. He doesn't like this map.
He said, bun that map.
Yeah, get it out of here.
I don't know. I can understand where he's coming from. Maybe if you're in that mindset, it's the mindset of like Dust 2 feels random sometimes, which I completely understand.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of gambling that goes on Dust 2. Floppy might not be a gambling man.
Maybe.
He's pretty consistent. Like, he seems good. He's like a key piece to the puzzle for Cloud9. He's always at the forefront. He's always getting multi-kills. He's actually quite good on Dust 2, actually.
Funny enough.
When they played, funny enough. So even though he doesn't like it, I mean, maybe that's had him put more work into it, but we are now getting into the action.
So let's go, baby. Dust 2, what could be the last map of Cloud9, their first LAN event of the year. They've got Katowice around the corner. They will have more chances this year, Launders, but they were supposed to come in and show us something special. Remember, both of these teams, in fact, will be at that LAN. So let's go. Let's create a little grudge while we still can. JT gonna be trying to hold off the catwalk. Renegades, they're just gonna go all in on this A site. That is 5 members up already, trying to find themselves in the post plant. But so far, nada. JT and Sonic, they're gonna be the ones popping heads. And while Malta tries and deals with the flank, there's no bomb plant. And csgo, nice knowing you, buddy. You are stuck in no man's land. So Cloud9, in the same fashion as they started Inferno, Lunders, will go ahead and win first pistol.
csgo was kind of nuts last map.
csgo was nuts. Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
we saw him on Nuke yesterday versus Big when they were shooting for that early playoff spot, and I feel like he kind of got outclassed a bit outdoors. Like, he wasn't really able to find
sometimes
tons of impact.
I'm a little bit worried about the way that he rotates sometimes, both on Nuke and on Inferno as well.
Okay.
But in terms of his mechanics, I'm pretty impressed, and like his confidence as well, because like some of that stuff, it's like it's decision making and mechanics with like his pre-fire peaks. Like, he's like, I'm sure about this, I'm going to nail the shot, and then he does deliver. And that's something that a lot of operators don't do, so that's great. But yeah, sometimes his rotations, I feel like, are a little bit concerning, either the lack of them, or it feels like he's not filling in a gap where he needs to be. And I saw a little bit of that on both Inferno and Nuke, but we'll see now on Dust 2, maybe just to add to a bit more data to the data set. Yeah,
I mean, the man can op, but can he scout? That's the next question. He's on the forefront of this adventure. 3 members of Renegades trying to check out the catwalk, but they walk right back into middle, which they will find free. Cloud9 opting to have 3 men over on long lane, 2 inside of the B bomb site. And you can tell by the radar, of course, Dexter, he's just got that bomb tucked into the tunnels, waiting for his chance to scurry in, punch in those digits and get some money, Mohan.
But it's funny how that could double as a scurrying sound as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to rely on his teammates to either A, distract these players, or B, clear the bomb site. But Sonic's not having any of it. Curbs off the first one in mid. Now, if he runs out right now, that bomb site is for the taking. They're pressuring catwalk. Had either of these CTs fallen, then maybe no plan. But Dexter, you little bugger. He gets into the B site, fakes the plant, tries to go for the duel. That would have set him up for some kind of crazy clutch.
It could have been nuts.
Yeah, but instead, he'll find himself with no bomb plant, no money, and instead he gets just smothered into the dirt.
That's tough, yeah. He doesn't know if he can get a plant because the window peak could come out.
Of course.
Like, oh, I just want a duel if possible.
Yeah.
Plant would have been awesome. I mean, like they wanted it on the first round as well, because we just know how valuable just having a little bit of money now is on the T side. You can do so much with it, whether it's a 3-gun buy or 5-gun buy with nades and all the things.
Here's the buy and a quick flash. There's a man on blue box. JT gets 2 and possibly the 3rd through smoke. Makes it look easy. An utter shutdown here on long A. Renegades, they had charged outwards, Launders, and they got sent packing. Now, this B site, again, could be in question. Dexter, I want to claw my eyes out if I die like that. He's just sitting inside of the smoke. He doesn't have the bomb this time, but he is calling for csgo to bring it over. Yeah. And it's clear, there's nobody going to cut him off in lower tunnels. OC very wary of a potential split in through mid, but if Dexter goes one better, peeks out through the window. Oh, Dexter! That timing is incredible, and now anybody's round.
No, Renegades round.
Renegades round?
Renegades
yeah, you're all
round.
in? Well, let's see.
Don't die there, though. Yeah, that's the thing. You do have to keep an eye on the window. He doesn't know someone else is close.
What?
Oh my God! AK only had 2 bullets in the gun.
Oh, JT. He hasn't died yet this map, but he's got 5 HP and 2 opponents to take, one of which is beneath him. Renegades with a robbery. Dexter, he bursts into the B bomb site. Floppy just gets flatlined.
That was so smart by Modem. Besides the not reloading.
Yeah.
Everything else was really smart. Like, if he had the bullets, because Dexter just got shot from CT spawn, didn't know Modem was there.
Yeah.
Coming in that window, I mean, it's off of timing, but it was so smart. It was like the right move.
That round is an analogy for how the second half of Inferno went.
It's gone, yeah.
Just flat-footed. Cloud9.
Tough.
And now, you know, this round they're coming out of spawn kind of late. They go for this fast cat push. Now that was something that was so key for them versus Virtus Pro this morning. This fast cat aggression, and even in the later portions of that map as well, just aggression at all the time. So I'm curious to see if Cloud9 can keep that up, because if there's one thing I think Renegades have had over the North Americans, it was aggression. Yesterday on Overpass, Dexter all the time. Down Inferno mid, Dexter and csgo. Like, it's been them to kind of set the pace as opposed to Cloud9, but this could be a key piece of the defense. Let's see. 2 frags immediately here on the smoke pop, and follow-up flashbang. Look at the damage, but there's just no kills. Floppy finally gets one. Modem adds a frag to the tally, but everybody else is dead.
There's a certain point where it seemed like they were lucky to even get those 2 kills with just how hard it was for them to finish one person off. They did 200 damage on that initial peak. Second guy comes out, ends up dying, and then yeah, they at least get 2 for all that. But it was nice. They picked the correct moment where they were not behind the corner. They were halfway up long, so they couldn't hide. Made them eat the flashbangs, and went and made them eat some damage as well. But yeah. That's all they got.
Uh-oh. See the USP round meant to just be thrown to the wayside.
And Renegades have been calling perfectly on these anti-ecos.
Yep.
Cloud9 are overstacked on the opposite side once again, and Hats gets info to confirm, so now they can enter into the B site.
Got 1 Max 10 is about to rip 4 CTs to pieces.
Oh.
Money, 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 money. Even guess the piece. I know who's buying lunch.
Want him?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Idiot. You know what? Good teammate too. Hats racks up the cash and chucks that AWP into the hands of csgo. So let's see what he can get going.
Sometimes the USB just doesn't work that well. It's one of those moments. Fire the gun. Shoot it. Dexter's out mid, behind the smoke. He's made noise though. He's gonna get spotted. It is just pistols. He's in a tough spot. Doesn't get away either. Brought the SD far enough that it might be hard to recover, but now they can go and grab it. Malta also might have another fight. Okay, whatever, dude. Bullet goes awry.
Bomb with the bomb.
For their favor, what is the... Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Los Bomba.
Hats.
Top mid, Hats, come on.
In the spotlight, but he's probably more frustrated than anything else. Doesn't know what happened or why it happened.
Oh, he gets the OC headshot.
He doesn't know there's a second player there.
Done. Oh, no! Not again!
Not like this!
Oh, dude. Okay, you know what? Head in hands. Take a pause. Take a pause, or else you're not going to get anything from Modem for the rest of this game. Because after the window fumble, after the top mid op shot, how in your own head are you now?
We don't know if his name's an acronym, but today his name does not stand for
Man of the match. No.
That's rough.
Dude, oh my God.
That was perfect too. They had the 2 top mid.
Everything.
They had everything they needed.
Everything except for the op shot, but
he'll come back.
Again,
they'll bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, they will, Wanderers. It's not all over yet. But I do kind of, you know,
That's rough though, yeah.
I want to shoulder some of that pain, man.
I mean,
I'm so sorry for you.
No, it's important to lament, right?
Empathy is important.
Right.
I don't want anyone knowing I'm a sociopath, Launders, you know?
Yeah, if they knew, that would be bad, yeah. I mean, it's bad enough that you are, but yeah, if they found out, that would be way worse.
Double op setup. This is what Cloud9 were trying to implement at the end of their Inferno CT side. They got to pull it out once. Didn't work.
Failed.
But they have that 5v4 out of the gate. We've seen these 2 ops at the A site earlier from Cloud9. One, say, posted cat, the other over on long.
Maybe they should have paused, huh? I mean, they're up at the
I mean,
ground,
they're doing okay. That to me is like, if you've got 4 pauses, that would have been a good one to take.
Right.
Just give him a chance to catch his breath. But maybe he doesn't need it, Launders, because it's okay. They're at a 5v3. They've got 30 seconds to hold back the remaining Ts. And another shot hits the mark.
Yeah, that's a good one. Unlosable, but Cloud9 have literally done worse in these situations. But there it is. Yeah, they get the 5v2. So now it's just safe territory for the. Or not safe. What am I saying? The bomb is down. But they're going to be able to win the retake, no problem. Malta falls in a pit. He got the SG. He gets the first kill. Constellation prize. No, he's got 2.
Bro, 1v5 ace clutch.
Make it happen.
Come on. He's got the angle as well. Oh, if he stays on top plat. Too many bodies lined up for him.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
You got excited. We got excited.
Salivating. I'm getting excited. I mean, listen, I was thinking to myself, this was impossible, but so was Modem missing. So crazier things have happened already.
That's true.
But there we go. Props to Cloud9. Double op setup gets them an initial 5v4, and Renegades couldn't find themselves with the advantage. They got the bomb point, which is a saving grace.
That's nice.
But they still have that 1-round lead. And a T-side to believe in. You know, we praised the calls of Renegades not just here on Dust 2, but just kind of throughout the series.
Great calling. Great calling.
We're curious to see what gets changed if needed. No cat aggression in this round. Cloud9 with prying eyes through the doors of long A.
Yeah, there's not going to be a free opening kill here for the Ts. No presence at mid from the CTs. JT starts to peel away from A into mid just in case there's someone trying to lurk out the doors. They don't have any info on that. Molotov to clear out close doors, but no one's actually stepped outside just yet. Just a spam to catch the fallback. Sonic has perched up atop the boxes, waiting for someone to come across Cat. Will that man appear?
Yeah, he flirts with the idea of going for the peak. He's worried of Sicko being posted, but that was just a moment after Sicko got in position. Had he gone for that peak seconds earlier, he would have already been holding that angle. He could have bested the Australian Opper, but now instead, this bomb will most certainly go down. Floppy's still holding on to long doors. He's trying to clear out what could be a late lurk. If the CTs plan on going for a retake, well, they need to make sure there aren't members behind them. And so that's why you see Modern go to the top of mid, but Floppy trades it, losing a body in the process and finding himself alone. In a 1v5, he's just going to kill Int and tuck tail. That's a 5th round for Renegades.
That was that protocol we saw again of them trying to kill the guy outside of long holding before they go for the retake.
Yeah.
But the round had already fallen apart. But they still knew INS was there. So yeah, that's just something that they were like, they have been reading into. That still seems to be valid. That could work for them.
Okay.
I don't know why, but that was nice.
Yeah, it was
Do you know what I mean? Like it was 2 body shots that he hit, but it just looked so good.
I was ready for him to just die instantly.
Yeah.
But, you know, a little slide across the mouse pad. Yeah. An electric boogaloo.
That's a tough one. Another frustrating one. A lot of pistols. Yeah. A lot of pistols for Cloud9 in the series so far. It's
kind of the toughest pill to swallow. I mean, the whole round kind of hinges on that one op duel between Sicko and Sonic. But the end result, the worst part of it all, is the fact that they are just sent down into the realm of pistols. Ints making it easy.
Easy for Ints.
Yeah. JT on the door. Maybe gets one here. But I feel like I'm just watching a continuation of the second half of Inferno. He tries to slip through smoke, but he's sent packing. Doubling up the score now of Renegades. Is Renegades. 6-3.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not because like Cloud9 are like slipping on communication and like they're keeping each other like in the game. I hope.
Yeah. Well, this is good. I mean, they've just taken this tag pause, so that's what this.
Yeah, that's nice.
Serves a purpose for.
We did talk about how they should have done it maybe a little bit earlier after that like really rough round that they lost. But yeah, it's good to do it at some point.
Better now than never.
Yeah, better late than never, but never late is better.
If you'd like.
Shanti.
Leaving you out to dry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should know.
Of course, this gives a chance for Renegades also to discuss what's going right. If they need to make any slight variations, now's the time. They're going to go ahead and play off that long A spawn. Got Maltz at the front and an op just behind him. Sicko maybe fires through smoke, but JT, with that smoke, may not know there is a man right there. It's Malta.
Oh, he can't chase because he's going to get smoke blind. And he also gets spotted.
Excellent flash.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oi, 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 Cloud9. You may go for your cat aggression at this point. You've already completely given up long A, and Dexter, best to the mid-man, goes one better. Drops Floppy before he can be traded. Yeah. And this just leaves Cloud9 outnumbered. 4 versus 2. Bomb's going to go down, Launders. This is another one for Renegades, 7-3.
And Cloud9 just dumped all of their grenades at mid just to try to clear it out as they frantically pushed off of Cat to get control, but there was no one there to get the kill. Dexter had already gotten out of the door. So a lot of that was thrown in vain, and then yeah, they had no chance for the retake, and nobody else could contribute a frag as well. It's just a litany of issues. It's a bunch of things that are piling up all at once. But the toughest one is when it's kills, because like a part of the reason this roster works is because they have enough talent to hang with like the like kind of tier 2 and some of the top dogs in the region and some of the tier 2 elsewhere, right? They seem to be good enough. But it seems like frags are a problem right now, which is not something you want to think about, because it's a hard thing for a coach to say anything about, or for your teammates to look around and go, well, how do we fix that? So hopefully they can keep up a little bit better with Renegades, because it seems like Renegades are pulling away on that front. When they need to get the kills, they get the kills. And sometimes they get to. So far, Dexter has been the most standout for me personally. Just how well-rounded he's been. And we know he's doing calling too, so we don't know. So some of it's conjecture as to what exactly he's saying and when, but clearly a lot of the calling has been good, so you can credit him for that, I'm sure. Defaulty rounds here from the Renegades. They purveyor their way through the tunnels, into lower tunnels, hanging out of the top of mid. CT's once again not giving them a fight just yet, but there is now aggressive cat presence.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't seem like Modem's going to come around the corner, though. I thought there was maybe going to be a stack there.
One of the biggest reasons Cloud9 were able to pick up that Dust 2 map today was that Virtus.pro gave away long A, gave away catwalk, never had mid control. And that's not something that Cloud9 are able to establish here thus far. Losing out on a bunch of duels. Another one from csgo through the door, a third. Oh man, he is just ripping them apart. Sonic able to respond, but takes damage in the process. And again, long A completely taken from Renegades. They're just going to do what they do. Apply pressure somewhere else, get you to kind of move from your default, and then abuse this long cross to get bombed down. But Sonic could be thrown into the middle of it. He is being held by csgo, but csgo's also got bomb. So he'll have to swap. The Krieg now holding smoke as Sonic lurks back into his spawn. Floppy's position now known. That AWP is so valuable that it has to try and save. He is gone. 8-3 now.
We need the replay on that one, because that's all csgo, right? He gets the 3 kills in mid with the op. We know one of them, actually I think a couple of them came because they threw the close Molotov to clear out mid, and then they spammed through the door, and then they pushed into csgo's crosshair, so he didn't have to go and seek out those frags. And then I think everybody who went to trade ended up dying as well, because he was nice and prepared. He's very fast. He's very fast.
Floppy's doing a good job of saving, but now he knows going through the window, and yeah, no op. Contained. It's gone. She's gone.
They don't look good enough to win this match right now, Connor.
No.
Is that a hot take?
Not. It is not.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, okay. Well, okay, that sucks. Right? Oh, that's nice. And, oh, okay, I guess there's nothing you can do about that. That's unlucky.
Is this guy seeing what I'm seeing?
Probably less.
Probably less.
Yeah, not seeing the smokes, yeah. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. He's recounting it. Guys, I didn't even see
Let me tell you what happened. Yeah,
mocking.
He was responding to the audible for Modem.
Yep.
And then he just shoots through mid.
Gets the second one just clean.
Shoots through mid.
Third frag through smoke.
Rounds 1.
Next thing you know, you're winning 8-3 on the T side, and your opponents only have pistols.
Yeah, that's not in the textbooks.
No, they don't teach you that.
Yeah, they don't teach you that one.
They should. You know? They don't teach you how to pay taxes either, Launders, but they should.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they don't teach, that's true.
It's not my fault, I can't
Want to make it real, yeah. Well, I mean...
Blame the system. Here comes Dexter. Ooh. Easy peasy. Close peek, and that too just kind of pushed away.
Another eco towards B that's successful for the Renegades.
Dexter not even phased by the fact that he just took a P250 to the face.
Yeah, he doesn't move when he gets hit.
No,
you notice that?
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's got lead boots on at all times.
Headshots aplenty. Renegades 9-3. I wish Cloud9 would give us something to talk about. A round, perhaps. A setup, something fresh.
They'll come back stronger.
In this map, in the second half, or at a next event?
A later date, yeah. They looked better yesterday, but at the same time, we also don't know how bad they're looking because of the Renegades. The Renegades are also looking like way better than I think people anticipated for this event as well.
Renegades are kind of coming in underrated in contrast to some of these other teams.
For sure.
I think if you're, a big conversation was like, where are the Danes going to all end up, and how will Cloud9 perform?
Were they our pick for the
North
finals?
America?
Did we pick Renegades in that
We did
finals?
not.
No, we didn't? Okay.
No.
Let's not talk about that then.
We did say Mad Lions, though, so that's still a possibility, but that's neither here nor there. That'll be tomorrow for day 2. Well underway. Map 2 as well, almost halfway done in this series, because Renegades are about to ease themselves into the double digits on this T side. A 10-3 half seems inevitable, and the big question will be, how do they go one better? Because remember, this is very, very similar to what we saw in the first half of Inferno, where Cloud9, they win 3 at the beginning. In this case, they got 2. They have that one anomaly in the middle of the half, again, represented by the round 7 defuse here on Dust 2.
Right.
And then Cloud9 closed with 3 rounds at the end of the first half. Well, they've got a chance at least 2 more. 5 CT rounds is not good.
The problem is, like, this round we just watched was them bullying their way out of long, that's Renegades, and then just winning the long duel into getting the bomb down on the A site. The round doesn't get more complicated for the Renegades. It's not hard for them to get their opening kills, and that's been the state of the match in every single round they played so far versus Cloud9. They're getting a lot of kills in their initiations, sometimes not even leaving mid, like we saw in that single round. Yeah, and when it rains, it pours.
Give them a chance. That op is gone.
Yeah, it makes things a whole lot more
Smiles
complicated.
And laughter.
Yeah, that's when the shoulders get a little loose,
Yeah.
right? You can just start to relax a little bit. I mean, Dust 2's obviously not overly complicated as well. And it's just, this is why maybe you could call it a more momentum-based map, even though it's a bit of an intangible. It's just because you can do a lot of individual stuff, and it's valid. You can do a long play off of a spawn, and it's valid. You can get a player to run out, down suicide, out mid by himself, and it's valid. There's a lot of plays that you can do by yourself, and they all can be the optimal play. So confidence is very dangerous for your opponents on this map, especially when you have the T side. Is the Renegades that we're obviously talking about right now. Another pistol round here for Cloud9.
Yeah, 1 AUG. What was grandfathered forward from the last round, so Cloud9 very much just playing for a 4th in their last chance on the CT side. Exchange of grenades here in mid, anticipating that peak. Remember this, the 1 AUG is Floppy, the man who's almost in the hot seat, but he avoids the crosshair. He's called back over towards this B site. Little gap in the smoke on Cat, hoping to see a target on ramp, but that's not the case. Sonic, he's playing a bit forward. JT wants eyes on long doors because it has been a key piece of Renegade's hits. Sonic does not want to be found in no man's land. If he's going to make this deagle work, he's going to need some cover, but he's just jumping in the middle of it all. He thinks he's hidden. Oh, but they know exactly where he is, though. Once he comes out for his peek, he is done for, ramp cleared, and another easy round. I mean, again, Cloud9, they've got that moment where it's like, there's 20 seconds. We just need to stop the bomb. We can create some frantic moments that maybe push one through, but that is not the case. An 11th for the Renegades.
And it's not that, again, it's not that the Renegades are doing anything like all that special. They're winning rounds where they're supposed to be putting Cloud9 on a lot of ecos, and a lot of their regular rifle rounds are as simple as they get on Dust 2. So, yeah, it's just a number of things going wrong, going haywire in the Cloud9 cap.
OC trying to fight his way back to this. Could have sprinted away with that AK, but he's just going to fall. Floppy left alone yet again, and Renegades win in 11th. I mean, this is a very quick series, Launders. We are getting back onto the schedule.
You already lost your map pick, yeah.
Yep, your map pick's gone. You're an 11-3 down after the first half.
Yeah, you already don't like Dust 2, even though you have shown good results already.
It's a tough spot to be in here for Cloud9.
It is.
but it's an excellent place for Renegades
If
to
we
be
talk
in.
about that, yeah, you know, flip it around. That's a very positive story.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it. It's sometimes you set the mood. So I'm gonna shift my attention away from Cloud9, and all of a sudden,
wow,
whoa!
Oh my God, the Renegades!
Look at them go.
They are killing it. Yeah, they are
absolutely.
Killing it. OC, he has done well from this spot. Oh, the flash lasts a bit too long. Hats makes his way out, crosses across the double stack. Dexter has somehow made it all the way out to mid, to the left side of this mid smoke. Maybe just creep through it by himself, We'll take the rest of the round in his own hands as well as he spots the last two remaining players.
Yeah.
Gets them both, doesn't even move.
12-3. Take a look at that scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, Renegades, they have entered the Matrix. They are in the flow state. They have become Counter-Strike, and there will be more CS still after the break. So we'll see you guys in a bit to see if there's anything left in Cloud9. The Australian sun has left North America scorched. There's not a single cloud in sight, let alone 9. Launders, that was a blowout.
Wow, that's a nice line. Like that. Just let that resonate for a second. And we're back into the action, folks. 12-3 here for the Renegades, and they do not show signs of stopping. There are halves that can be described as stomps when they're 12-3. There's ones that can be described as close despite the round score. This is not one of those situations. This situation is one where Renegades had an easy time getting here, and it doesn't seem like the second half will be any harder just because they're switching sides. No. And INS will see a lot of T's to kick off this second pistol round and get the shot off as well. Take some damage in the process, and the split is on as we see a Molotov soar through the smoke into the B site.
Ooh.
2 players are here waiting though.
Sicko dodges the Molotov though. This Molly's meant to burn him out, and instead he drops that bomb. Now he's gonna have more players to drop here, and he gets away with another headshot. That's not supposed to happen. Hats, he only gets 1 here in mid, but will be given a second chance. Modem trying to take that duel. It's a pinch from Renegades. No bomb down just yet. They're gonna try and fight out middle. Now they can leave.
Interesting. Malta, I don't know, he can hear them, right? Yeah, this is a chance for them to both die.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really rough. I don't know, it could be a headshot. That's all it comes down to.
Fight
the
him.
USP versus the other.
Pop him!
P2K, I think it's Malta to win it. In the CT spawn, they don't make the great rotation, the great migration over to A instead.
No.
They get frozen.
Yeah, they wither away.
In the CT spawn.
In the depths of the CT spawn. I mean, this was just, at that point, you can't get up the A ramp. You are pinned in to this position. You have to go for the fight. Health advantage. And a USP shot through the box. 10 rounds of an advantage for Renegades. Weapons aplenty, and a force buy from Cloud9. They reek of desperation at the moment.
I feel like Malta even took its time a little bit there, walking over to the kit and then coming to the door, but it felt like...
Let him go, let him run.
Yeah.
Let him run.
He let his bunnies run out into the field.
You can't hide, and they couldn't. At least there is a little bit to work with here. Cloud9 grabbing themselves a second SMG as they work through mid doors, taking down a CT, but Hats could bring it back. He just swaps sides with Cloud9 inside of that smoke. Give them the bomb plant. It's not the end of the world. But what if Floppy goes big? He is playing close smoke. There are 3 CTs on the other end of this, and he gets himself one. Not to mention substantial damage versus Malta. But Malta very quickly follows suit with a frag onto Sonic as well. So 3 versus 3, turn 3v2. These Ts are panicking. They're trying to fight their way out of this, and they have turned the tides. csgo drops into the bomb site, regains aim, slays the first, swaps to the sidearm, and is denied. So Cloud9 have done something, Launders. They survive with 1 member. The force buy works, and they even get the M.
Rounds on the board, and they collect a gun. That's something.
It's a little something, something. But what more?
Once you get into the site, things are a lot easier. So they've made their way in. You know, everyone's still, you should be holding your breath, obviously. But yeah, but not for too long. Remember to breathe. Very important. They take that momentum and carry it forward. Initial kill here from JT with the galore.
I mean, listen, how, okay, no, I'm not going to pick
Go for it
yet. No, all right, still ahead of mine. I'm just going to say, if they happen to just completely clean sweep this T side, the way that Renegades did to them on Inferno, not giving up a single CT round, then imagine if that is the way we move on to Overpass for the revenge match in this BO3 series.
It would be very awesome to see Overpass, yeah.
But I'm going to keep that in my back pocket, because listen, we are still at a 9-round disadvantage.
A long time from now, yeah.
So don't get too excited right now. Still 5 members up here for Cloud9, so not only do they use that force buy to break through after losing pistol, which is crucial. You know, every great comeback tends to start with a pistol round in the second half, but the greater comebacks start by losing pistol.
Winning the eco, and then coming all the way to 14, 15, and then losing it, fumbling at the finish line.
Yeah, that's just tripping at the 30th.
Yeah.
But listen, man, that's 2 in a row. USP's up next. You know, a lopsided T side on Dust 2 isn't unheard of. Cloud9 have just given themselves so little to work with. I mean, that's what we saw when they faced off versus Renegades yesterday. Blowout of a first half, managed to make a game of it somewhat, but you've just got such a small margin of error that it is nigh impossible. So single loss in this round is not going to be too big of a deal. They do move 4 rifles forward, and now it's only 7 rounds of a difference.
Yeah, they saved a lot of money, which is nice. They've got a really good bank off that round. They only have to have Modem, who goes into under $1,000. Everyone else has a full buy in their pockets, which is great. Hats has only picked up a MP9 on this round, just based on how much money he had to spend. Low grenades in general, which is quite a good sign for the Ts. I wouldn't say you absolutely need the most amount of utility possible on CT side to win the round, so that's something. Let's see, they are not moving up. They actually are moving up cap quite fast. JT just looking for information. Might cost him his life. Malta, if he held his gun out, could have potentially sprayed him down within the smoke. But he's still actually moving forward quite far because he threw his own aggressive smoke in response.
Just kind of convinces them to fall back onto the other side of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Sprays to one position where he could have stuck around.
He begs them to have to use the same utility to get the exact same amount of map control, which is that smoke once again. And he sticks around. Oh, whoa!
Oh, sicko mode, engage. Malta, trying to jump back, but Modem could get the best of this bomb site. Yasuri, double headshot off the Krieg, and a 3v3 ensues. But we've got Dexter creepy crawling his way up from CT spawn, just looking for somebody's head to peek over top. That smoke fades. Autumn is going to be there, but he crouches. Gets himself just into the cover. Now the duel unfolds, and there's another one elsewhere. They've gotten a frag at the top of mid. Ints to keep it as a 2v2. Each team has a player low, but OC has this op. Keep yourself focused, and he will. Getting his eyes back in position before the big hat seen and splattered. That right there is the 7th.
That's awesome from OC because they even they flash OC so that he has to readjust. Best case scenario, he does react to the flash in time, he readjusts, but it's a really big readjustment. Could have easily dropped that off of nerves alone and then lost the round, so that comes close. Also, great round from Modem, awesome. He had a bit of a slip up in the first half. A bit of a big slip up in the first half. We talked about it. We don't want to bring it up again. He seems to be back in the match.
Sure.
He's looking good.
Everybody should be. You know, fresh face, fresh half.
Bushy-tailed.
Bushy-tailed. Single flashbang here for Dexter.
But that's a round that kind of maintains the status from the last round in terms of the money for Cloud9 because they just sustained so many losses. So it's good the Renegades did that much damage, but back on pistols, they kind of need to do that again. And it doesn't seem like they'll be able to. 5 alive still here for Cloud9.
There we go. OC giving cover with the op, dispatching of any threat that tried to creep out of those mid doors. So the new kid on the block, Hats. Are you impressed with him replacing Dick Stacy thus far?
I thought Dick Stacy was really good. I mean, I know there's like extenuating circumstances as to why Dick may have lost a team. Don't know if that's like partial truth plus partial PR move, but I'm just going to assume it was like partial, whatever. I don't even, not going to make an assumption. But for him as a replacement, Hat seems awesome.
Yep.
It's been good. I think I've already made the joke that he's been on top of things recently in some of these matches.
You've made it twice, actually.
Twice, yeah?
Yeah, so
there might be more as well.
No, you got to wait until tomorrow.
Hopefully we see more Renegades in the future so I can keep using that same joke.
OC versus Sicko, perhaps in an op duel towards Cat. Both players scoped in. Right eye advantage goes to OC, but he now hears him falling back. Oh, a chance to catch him in the sky, but he will survive, falling back down towards spawn. Repositions towards the cross. T-smoke plumes. JT plays around it. But he's dancing with death. There's a gap and 2 counter-terrorists on the other side. Keep your eyes on Malta, though. He has pushed into the long doors of A. And he could go further if he chooses.
Big brave step forward, but if he does that, he opens up the round. It is 5v5, so maybe not too incentivized just yet. But the mid presence potentially pull him. Dexter super flashed. His teammate supports. Hats has him covered. The AUG does a ton of damage. Modem on 1 HP, but the B side is cracked open. And definitely the more important point of the two. The damage is great, but the B site is what it's all about. It's technically a retake right now as the bomb goes down.
Op swapped into the hands of Modem. Malta's right here. Single bullet, all it takes either way. Sonic is ready to trade, and the offer gets the best of him. That 2v2 with an instantaneous trade keeps us in a 2v2, but it's a split from Renegades. 1 in from mid. Sicko with that full bar of health has a smoke, flash, frag, and another flash just picked up by Int. That one's thrown out first. So much damage done, though, through the door by Sonic, and that's enough to convince him away. Cloud9 closing the distance, Launders. They lose the CT pistol, but have now strung together 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Now we can start the conversation. 12-3 first half. Do they bring this back and force it onto overpass?
Let's see some overpass action.
Oh, baby.
But that being said, a couple of these rounds are really close, so it's not like Renegades are playing too badly. It's just that Cloud9 are playing better, I'd say. So that's great. Like, there's still absolutely a chance that they can close this. They lost their pistols, like Cloud9, good anti-ecos. On the rifle rounds, they come close. They could definitely have lost. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh my God. Wow.
Get out of here.
That was nice. The crouch peek across the door.
That's a convincing way to start off the 5v4. You just said it, right? Like, this is one of those moments where, because of the nature of some of these rounds, you think that, wow, Cloud9 could really do this, but all it's going to take is 1 or 2 of those moments, and Renegades finish this series. We never see Cloud9
going B Hats. He's got a CZ in a pretty good spot. Oh, look, Modem looks away. Oh, they end up still destroying both him and the player behind Big Box. Everybody else goes down as well. It looks like a scary round for a second, but it's no longer that. They now have Malta left alone to try to get some damage if he can. But that's all. Yeah, that could have got very scary.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have got very scary.
That was the one. I mean, especially you think like just that CZ up close. Even if he doesn't get the headshot, you drain that magazine, you deal 50 damage to the 2-3 players in front of you, and that scout on back plats just got a...
Yeah, a bunch of free shots. A third kill would be wonderful for the Renegades right now, but Cloud9 having a bank is huge. This actually, makes this... It makes the win seem less far away, just because if they lose, they don't have to save, give up 2 in any situation. Potentially even lose 2 rounds in a row with how much money they have left over.
That's 7 in a row. I remember when we finished the first half of Inferno at 8-7, I'm thinking, damn, this could be a real series. And then that blowout second half just came out of nowhere. Well, so has this. Because this was not a close first half. This did not feel good at all for Cloud9. And now that 9-round differential that was there at the beginning of the half, it's only 3. Realistic possibility that they keep this comeback going. But again, and they have to remember this as much as we do, near non-existent margin of error. So, keep at it. Cloud9 will face Sicko if they walk up catwalk.
Did you see that? Oh no, he's not got the crack feed, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to get closer to the screen. Flashbang's gonna blind him. Doesn't fall off at the angle just yet. Now he will. They've done a good job of doing that, getting him off of his perch, whether it be by smoke or flash. But normally once they have this kind of presence, once they've played the smoke grenade and they have maybe JT kind of flirting with the idea of dueling cross, they've tended to walk away. In this case, it won't be that. This is an all-in from Cloud9 off catwalk, so Sicko is very much given a chance to cull the numbers as they approach him, able to lock down that CT smoke, but they do drop the Opper. They could plant that bomb and fall back into catwalk, or they could try and push the issue towards long. They don't know if a CT is over there, and there should be, but what's crazy is Malta has gone all the way through those long doors up to catwalk and now gets blocked off by a Molotov, so his flank is ineffective. It's all gonna have to be from the CT players that are coming from their spawns, 3 of which, shoulder to shoulder, now combining with the cat split. OC's gone, and this post plant has come up near empty-handed. Sure, they put that bomb down, Mohan, but they got nothing after the fact.
Yeah, they actually had a good chance. There was a couple of moments there where they could have definitely just won the duel. I thought there was a moment there where it was like Renegades were either going to think about saving with very high numbers because they lost Sicko who didn't get a kill, plus they only had the 2-on-2 setup, 1 extra player on A. Luckily, their mid-rotate came through the smoke to get this kill first. That made a big difference. Nice boost there. Great retake all around for everybody on the Renegades, and they bring it to 14, 2 away from closing this map out and this series.
I too felt like there was a potential for the save, but I think Renegades were very confident in their procedure by pushing long A, playing off the insecurity in Cloud9's mind that someone could be deep in pit. Played it to a T. Malta opens up shop with an initial kill, but this is very much Cloud9 trying to get long control. They've forced INS back towards Taxi. He dodges the flashbang, sees the man hop into pit, throws the frag.
Good nade, no? Oh, okay.
It's
never a good nade, right?
Never seems so. Second frag also thrown, does nothing. So we sit at a 4v4, but remember,
this is about to get
Dexter's
very aggressive.
close.
Behind that smoke, yeah, oh my god, Dexter taking everything into his own hands.
That's gnarly, and a shutdown. That's what we were talking about. Cloud9, string together 7 rounds all you want. All it takes is the shutdown at the A site, back to back, and now Renegades have themselves 5 map and match points.
That's kind of sick. I like how Dexter is literally waiting for that smoke to come up. We saw him, you were so pissed. You're like, if I die to a player like that, that's when I'm the most furious. He does that exact same play, this time at long. He's got a teammate at car and one on the A site. They want Cloud9 to be out there for long control, just so they can all fight. And he's there in a position where he's probably gonna get 1 kill for free, ends up getting 3.
Yeah. One of those moments where like, if he does that, clearly the round is over, they've won.
Yeah.
And if he dies, there's a high probability at least trading 1 more kill. Yeah. If not more. So excellently done there by Renegades. Shoving a wrench into the works, putting Cloud9's comeback to a grinding halt. And all of that hope that they had, all those feel-goods, gone, evaporated. They realize now that they are one round away from being eliminated here in Leipzig.
Down a man. When it's spawn, they have long control at least. Malta is trying to get a bit frisky. Oh wow, it actually helps out Cloud9 a little bit. They don't have long control either. Sicko in another tough spot on A. They've got one player down inside of kind of PG spawn behind smokes. Sicko's gonna have an opponent come across, and it's actually two who pass by. They shoot him in the side. There's no chance for him to even shoot. OC also joins in the action.
Now they sit comfortably in a 4 versus 2, but they are burned off at the bomb site, so there's the save call, Launders. They're gone, and 11th for Cloud9. 4 more rounds to play. We have not had an overtime at this event yet.
Maybe there's a situation there where if they're not going to hold on to long control, Sicko could be supporting Sonic on that cap play.
Yeah.
So he's not peeking alone,
Sure.
or if at least they can maybe trade. And then if he trades that kill, then he can stay on cap by himself, wait for the retake. But instead, they both are isolated. And, you know, it's just like retroactive analysis, right? Like if he does, Sonic could push off Cat and just win his duel versus Modem. But if you look at it from just like an odds perspective, maybe they have more outs if they try to play that together on Cat. But yeah, it's good, very important kill, I guess, is just the main point for Modem. And it seemed like Sicko wasn't too familiar with how that angle worked.
No.
Players were just running right across him underneath the railing on the side of the long site without even crouching or trying to avoid him. And he didn't realize that.
One of those moments that serves as a reminder, Counter-Strike about millimeters and milliseconds. Cloud9 heading very quickly over towards tunnels. If they try to barrage this B bomb site, they will find only one man in position initially, but Dexter very close to support. He's throwing his flashbangs down at middle. That does open doors for Cloud9. Once the molly burns, it is theirs for the taking. They go ahead and throw a Molotov up Cat, so nobody could very quickly flank this. If they decide to split B site quickly, it's gonna fall onto the 2 defenders here. We've seen good things from this hold. Dexter gets out behind boxes, finds an initial trade from Floppy. Pat all alone, fully blind, in the smoke. Not again, no, he is denied. Sonic bests him. That's one of those moments where either he comes up with another shutdown or Cloud9 rob another round. Maybe. Inf tries to sprint in, but doesn't get through smoke. Malta can try to duel this back box, but that's just Floppy crouched behind cover. OC up, ahead, denies it. And in a 4v2, you know Renegades tuck tail.
They are gone. That's it. Yeah, the save is out. That was man. Like when you just look at the movement from Hat in that position. I mean, he eats a flash, so you got to give kind of a point to Cloud9 for that great flash. That's perfect. Even though they don't see him, they bought themselves enough time to run around and then figure out afterwards. And they have someone coming late through the smoke into tunnels to deal with it. But if he had continued on through the smoke, he would have been good. He just didn't know that what the best option was once he came to, which is really tough. But a good round nonetheless. A good round nonetheless. And we inch closer, ever closer. 3 rounds of difference here between the Cloud9 and the Renegades. Lots of money still left over. Enough to buy here for the Renegades, enough to only have to save once for the next if they lose. Sicko shied off his angle. Sonic follows up right away. Sicko thinks maybe he's coming and is correct.
Man, goes back for just a second.
I guess Sonic gets all, like he does something crazy if Sicko doesn't turn around there. He can get all the way up long while they go to boost for Cat.
Yep.
So it's really good on Sicko, just like keep his ducks in a row and peek that angle one more time before he leaves.
They can still work their way up ramp, but they've lost that man advantage.
But here
Bottom's lurking through middle. They've drawn a lot of attention away. So much, in fact, that Malta's just blindsided. Now they still decide to go in off this. Sicko given an easy target. Floppy presents himself fully. Man advantage maintained. Molotov stains the side of Catwalk, and Modem's gonna get outnumbered here on mid, so a 2 versus 4. They'll give them the bomb plant and just play for the retake. 2 versus 3, in fact. Smoke down. And they don't know how many numbers are coming in off of Cat. They don't know if there is that long lurk. In fact, there is. Hat's going all the way towards long. A 3-pronged assault in what could be the final retake. OC turns his attention just in the nick of time. He dodges the flash and gets a crucial kill, turning it into a clutch now for him. Both players low. This could be it. Renegades gunning for the playoff spot. He nearly finds the one in the air, but it's over. Renegades. They give up so many rounds in a row, and still they finish strong.
Nice ending to that round. Nice ending to the match. Overall, just a great performance from the Renegades. Valiant comeback, but when you set yourself up with a 12-3 half, then that's what you're asking for. You're asking for a situation where you give Renegades